Have you ever looked at your dog and wondered what they see when they look back at you? We often assume they see us as we see ourselves, as humans, a bipedal talking clothes-wearing species distinct and separate from their own. But the science of canine cognition paints a very different and far more fascinating picture. The simple, mind-blowing truth is this: your dog does not see you as a human. They don't categorize you in the same way we categorize them. Instead, they perceive you as something far more integrated into their world. Unique, slightly odd, fundamentally essential part of their social reality. This isn't just a charming thought, it's a window into their consciousness. This revelation changes everything about how we might interpret their behavior. That head tilt isn't just cute, it's an attempt to process the strange, flat-faced sounds you make. The way they lean against your legs isn't just for a casual pet, it's a deeply ingrained social behavior, a physical check-in with a trusted member of their group. We spend so much time trying to teach dogs our language and our rules, assuming they understand the context of being human. To begin to understand your dog's perception of you, you must first imagine a world not seen, but smelled. For a dog, scent is not just a secondary sense, it is the primary architecture of their reality. Their nose is a marvel of biological engineering, containing up to 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to our paltry 6 million. This gives them a sense of smell that is anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 times more acute than our own. While we might walk into a room and smell dinner cooking, a dog walks in and smells the individual ingredients. Beef, thyme, potato, olive oil, the lingering scent of the meal you cooked 2 nights ago. This olfactory superpower means that their perception of you is fundamentally scent-based. You are not just a visual entity, you are a walking, breathing cloud of information. Your unique scent signature tells them who you are, where you've been, what you've eaten, how you are feeling. The subtle chemical changes in your perspiration when you are nervous or happy are not subtle to your dog at all. While scent may be their primary sense, vision still plays a crucial role in how dogs perceive the world, and, by extension, us. However, their visual experience is vastly different from our own. For decades, the prevailing myth was that dogs see in black and white. We now know this is untrue. Dogs do see color, but their spectrum is more limited than ours. They have 2 types of color-receptive cones in their eyes, similar to a person with red-green color blindness. Their world is painted in shades of blue, yellow, and gray. The vibrant red ball you throw for them likely appears as a dull, brownish-yellow object against the green grass. This difference in color perception is just the beginning. A dog's eyes are designed for a different purpose than ours. Many breeds have eyes set more on the sides of their head, granting them a wider field of peripheral vision. This is a trait inherited from their predator ancestors, allowing them to scan the horizon for movement more effectively. However, this comes at the cost of binocular vision. Long before a dog processes the sounds you make, they are reading the silent symphony of your body language. For a species that communicates primarily through nonverbal cues, movements, postures, gestures. They are experts at this because it is their native tongue. A slight shift in weight, a tensing of the shoulders, the speed of a hand movement can tell a dog more than 100 words of praise or scolding. We are often broadcasting our intentions loud and clear, and our dogs are listening with their eyes. Consider the simple act of leaning over a dog to pet them. To us, it's a gesture of affection. To a dog, a large shape looming over them can be interpreted as a sign of intimidation or threat, a behavior other dogs use to assert dominance. This is why many dogs shy away or show signs of appeasement, licking their lips or yawning when greeted this way. Conversely, crouching down to their level. The old idea of the alpha human and the submissive dog in a rigid pack structure has largely been debunked by modern canine science. The original studies were based on captive, unrelated wolves, which bears little resemblance to a multi-species family in a human home. Recent research suggests dogs see their human families not as a wolf pack, but as their own unique social group. You are not their alpha, you are their secure base, the central figure in their family unit. Neuroscience gives us compelling evidence. Researchers like Gregory Burns at Emory used fMRI on awake, unrestrained dogs. They presented dogs with different scents. The scent of their familiar human activated the caudate nucleus, the brain's reward center. That activation was stronger than for the scent of any familiar dog or stranger. This means the bond isn't just about food or shelter, it's intrinsically rewarding. The secure base idea comes from human attachment theory, the bond between an infant and a caregiver. In a new place, a dog with its owner present will explore. One of the biggest hurdles in understanding our dogs is our persistent tendency to anthropomorphize. To anthropomorphize is to project human thoughts, emotions, and intentions onto their behavior. We see a guilty look and assume remorse. We hear a bark and assume complex meaning. While dogs have rich emotions, they don't use human cognitive or moral frameworks. The guilty look is a response to human scolding, not an admission of wrongdoing. It is an appeasement behavior, a way of saying, "You seem upset and I would like the conflict to stop." This misunderstanding extends to language. Dogs learn to associate sounds with actions or objects, but they don't understand syntax or grammar. "Go get the blue ball from under the table" isn't processed as a sentence. A trained dog picks out practiced words, "get ball table." The rest is contextual noise. Tone matters more than words. Say, "I love you" angrily, fear. Say, "You're a bad dog" happily, tail wag. Another myth, dogs act from spite or revenge. The connection we share with our dogs transcends simple companionship. It is a deep biological attachment that benefits both species. This bond is not just a feeling, it is a measurable physiological phenomenon. When you and your dog gaze into each other's eyes, both of your brains release oxytocin, the same hormone that facilitates bonding between a mother and her infant. This oxytocin loop, discovered by researcher Takafumi Kikusui in Japan, reinforces feelings of trust, affection, and social connection. Your dog isn't just happy to see you, their body is flooded with a love hormone that chemically strengthens their attachment to you. This bond is built through thousands of small, everyday interactions. It is fortified every time you provide a meal, offer a gentle touch, or speak in a reassuring tone. Dogs are masters of association, and they learn that your presence predicts good things. You become a reliable source of food, water, safety, comfort, joy. They learn that when they are scared, you will protect them. When they are excited, you will share their joy. This consistent, positive reinforcement forges a bond that is resilient and profound. The nature of this attachment is profoundly one-sided in its dependency, yet mutual in its affection. The journey into the mind of a dog ultimately leads us back to ourselves. Understanding how your dog perceives the world, through a kaleidoscope of sense, a world of motion, and a language of posture, is not just an academic exercise. It is the key to becoming a better friend, a more effective communicator, and a more compassionate guardian for the animal who shares your life. It requires us to step outside of our own sensory experience and try to imagine a reality constructed so differently from our own. It asks us to be more patient, more observant, and more humble. When we know that dogs communicate primarily through body language, we can learn to watch them more closely and manage our own movements more mindfully. When we understand their world as one of scent, we can appreciate that a walk is not just for exercise.